I'm tracing the cracks in the ceiling tonight, counting the hours since you walked out of sight. No slamming the doors, no bitter goodbye, just a cold, quiet look in the corner of your eye. I sent you a message, I left you a plea, but the screen stays as dark as the heart inside me. I'm screaming for answers in a room made of glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. A shout is a fire, a word is a spark, but there's nothing. This hits like a stone in the dark. I take all your anger, I take every blow. Over this nothing that won't let me go. I'm broken by your silence, it's a heavy hollow sound. It's the weight of the sky as it crashes to the ground. You didn't have to kill me with a weapon or a lie. You just stopped speaking and watched my love die. I'm searching for a reason, I'm looking for a sign, but there's only static on the end of the line. Yeah, the heart can be shattered by the things that you said, but I'm broken by your silence instead. The red receipt tells me you're seeing it all, while I'm staring at pictures of us on the wall. Is it a game or a way to be cruel, to leave me here feeling like such a damn fool? I'm rehearsing the arguments I'll never have, applying the quiet like a salt-covered salve. The air in this house is going stagnant and thin since you stopped letting my voice back in. Every hello I whisper just dies in the air like a man underwater, just gasping for prayer. You're building a fortress with nothing but breath, and leaving our story to starve to its death. I'm broken by your silence, it's a heavy hollow sound. It's the weight of the sky as it crashes to the ground. You didn't have to kill me with a weapon or a lie. You just stopped speaking and watched my love die. I'm searching for a reason, I'm looking for a sign, but there's only a static on the end of the line. Yeah, the heart can be shattered by the things that you said, but I'm broken by your silence instead. Say something hateful, say that we're through. Just give me a version of over that's true. This quiet is poison, this quiet is cold. It's the saddest damn story that's never been told. I'm still here, waiting, but the silence is winning. Yeah, it's winning. I can't escape you. I changed my number and I moved across the state. I burned the bridge and then I locked the iron gate. I fill my calendar with faces I don't know, trying to find a place where us could never grow. but you're the stowaway inside my heavy chest, the uninvited ghost that won't let me rest. I'm running 90 miles an hour down the coast, but I'm still haunted by the one I miss the most. I try to blink you out, but you're behind my eyes, in the color of the morning and the structure of the lies. I'm a fugitive of habit, I'm a runner on the loose, but I'm still tied to you by a memory made loose. I can't escape you, no matter where I turn. You're the lesson in the fire and the reason that I burn. You're in the rhythm of the city, in the silence of the trees. I'm a man who's on the run, but I'm down here on my knees. I've tried the open road and I've tried the crowded room, but I'm just a pilot flying toward a certain doom. The world is wide and open and the sky is deep and blue, but I can't escape you. I can't escape you. I hear your laughter in the strangest passing joke. I see your silhouette inside the rising smoke. I go to sleep and think I finally won the war, then I wake up reaching for you like I did before. You're the static on the radio, the salt inside the sea, the only part of home that's left inside of me. I'm trying to reinvent the way I speak my name, but it still sounds like a prayer to your flickering flame. I boarded up the windows and I bolted every door, but you're the shadow dancing on the wire-wash floor. I'm a map with no directions, I'm a clock with no hands, stuck in the shifting of our yesterday sands. I can't escape you, no matter where I turn. You're the lesson in the fire and the reason that I burn. You're in the rhythm of the city, in the silence of the trees. I'm a man who's on the run, but I'm down here on my knees. I've tried the open road and I've tried the crowded room, but I'm just a pilot flying toward a certain doom. The world is wide and open and the sky is deep and blue, but I can't escape you. I can't escape you. Is there a country where they don't know who you are? Is there a galaxy beyond the furthest star? Because I go there in a heartbeat, I leave it all behind, just to have a second of a quiet, empty mind. No matter how far, no matter how fast, I'm always just a second from the wreckage of the past. You're the air in my lungs, you're the blood in my vein. I'm free to go, but I'm still in the chain. I can't escape you, no, I can't escape you. I watched you across the crowded room, a satellite caught in your pool. I was the shadow, you were the bloom, and my cup was always half full. I knew the way you tilt your head before you even made a sound. I memorized the things you never said while I was anchored to the ground. You were a story I wrote in my head, a beautiful secret I kept till it bled. I was a whisper you couldn't quite hear, a ghost in the corner year after year. I loved you alone in the dark of the night, without any hope, without any light. I built a cathedral inside of my chest, where your name was the only thing allowed to rest. You never knew, and you never will, that the world for a moment stood perfectly still. It's a heavy kind of sorrow I've finally grown to know that I loved you. I loved you alone. I loved you alone. I sat by your side when your heart was in pain, and I felt every drop of your grief. I was the shelter, I was the rain, and the one who brought you relief. But I was just a friend or the steady hand while you looked for fire in somebody else. I was the ocean you didn't quite plan while you were just ringing another man's bells. I practiced the words in the mirror at home, then watched you walk off into the unknown. I was a witness to all of your grace while I was just a blur in the back of the space. I loved you alone in the dark of the night, without any hope, without any light. I built a cathedral inside of my chest, where your name was the only thing allowed to rest. You never knew, and you never will, that the world for a moment stood perfectly still. It's a heavy kind of sorrow I've finally grown to know that I loved you. I loved you alone. Is this still a romance if only one knows? Is this still a garden if only one rose? I'm a king of a country that doesn't exist, living on memories of a mouth I never kissed. So walk away now into the sun. I'll stay in the shade where I've always been one. No one to blame and no one to see. The love that was only ever for me. I loved you alone, always alone, always alone. I watch the neighbors move their cars and paint their peeling doors. I watch the seasons change the light across the kitchen floors. The world kept spinning on its axis, steady and so fast. Well, I was busy building shrines to everything we passed. My friends stopped calling after months of give it some more time, because they're tired of the mountain that I refused to climb. climb. I've got the keys to leave this room, the exit is in sight. But I just pull the curtain shut and wait for it to be night. They say that moving on is brave, that letting go is strength. But I measured out the sorrow to its very deepest length. I'm not looking for a rescue, I'm not looking for a cure. I'm just making sure the memory stays vivid and it stays pure. I stayed in the pain, I made it my home. I turned the bitter cold into a kingdom of my own. I didn't want the healing if it meant I'd forget your face. So I settled in the wreckage and I occupied the space. Let the walls turn into shadows, let the garden turn to weeds. I'm harvesting the hollow and I'm planting all the seeds. The world is chasing sunshine, but I'm out here in the rain, because it's all I have left of you. So I stayed in the pain. There's a comfort in the hurting that the happy never know. A way to keep you near me when I've got nowhere to go. If I heal the wound, I lose the scar, and then I lose the trace of the way your fingers used to feel when they touched my face. So I keep the records playing, the ones that make me cry, and I relive every second of that god-awful goodbye. I'm a curator of misery, a master of the ache, doing everything I can to keep my heart about to break. Call it madness, call it mercy, call it holding on to ghosts, but I'm staying at the table where I used to be the host. I'm a fire that's been smothered but refuses to go out, living in the certainty of every single doubt. I stayed in the pain, I made it my home. I turned the bitter cold into a kingdom of my own. I didn't want the healing if it meant I'd forget your face. So I settled in the wreckage and I occupied the space. Let the walls turn into shadows, let the garden turn to weeds. I'm harvesting the hollow and I'm planting all the seeds. The world is chasing sunshine, but I'm out here in the rain, because it's all I have left of you. So I stayed in the pain. I'm not a victim, I'm a volunteer. I chose the silence and I chose the fear, because a life without the stinging is a life without the you. And that's the one thing in this world I can't bring myself to do. Still here in the dark, still here in the sting, holding on to the ghost of a beautiful thing. Let the world go by, let the memories remain. I'm exactly where I want to be. I stayed in the pain. Yeah, I stayed in the pain. I still cry for you. I thought the well would run dry by now, after all the months and the miles between. I made a silent, steady kind of vow to keep my face composed and my spirit clean. I put on a smile for the people in the street. I talk about the future like I'm doing fine, but then I see a pair of shoes that look like yours, and I'm back across that jagged, broken line. They say the salt should wash the wound away, that the stinging only lasts for a little while. But I'm still haunted by the things we didn't say, and the faded memory of your crooked smile. I still cry for you in the middle of the night, when there's no one left to tell me it's okay. I'm still reaching for the ghost of the light that flickered out and left me in the gray. It's a quiet kind of rain that never seems to stop, a heavy holy sorrow that I can't undo. The world thinks I'm over it, but I'm still falling, yeah. I still cry for you. I still cry for you. It's not a loud or a screaming kind of grief, it's just a steady leak inside my soul. A sudden sharp and stinging disbelief that you're not here to make the story whole. I find your hair on a sweater in the back, or I hear a laugh that sounds a bit like yours, and suddenly the world is fading into black as I'm kneeling on these cold and empty floors. I've tried to blink it back, I've tried to stare it down, I've tried to let the noise of the city make me drown, but the water always finds a way to reach the surface, reminding me that losing you had a purpose. I still cry for you in the middle of the night, when there's no one left to tell me it's okay. I'm still reaching for the ghost of the light that flickered out and left me in the gray. It's a quiet kind of rain that never seems to stop, a heavy holy sorrow that I can't undo. The world thinks I'm over it, but I'm still falling, yeah. I still cry for you. It's the price I pay for loving you that deep, a debt that I'll be paying while the city is asleep. I'm not ashamed of the tears or the track they leave. It's just the only way my heart knows how to breathe. So let the rain come down, let the river run until the stars go out and we're finished with the sun. I'm still here in the wash of the blue, and I still cry for you. Yeah, I still cry for you. I still need you. I've practiced I'm doing better in the hallway mirror. I've mastered the art of the casual distant stare. I tell all our friends that the picture's getting clear, that I'm finally breathing a different kind of air. But the moment the deadbolt clicks and the world goes dark, the lies I've been feeding myself start to fall apart. I can't find the courage to light a single spark when I'm still living in the wreckage of your heart. I'm supposed to be standing, I'm supposed to be strong, I'm supposed to be moving the hell along. But the truth is a weight that I can't seem to shed, and it's screaming at me from the side of the bed. I still need you, like the desert needs the rain, like a broken body needs to lose the pain. I'm a ship without a rudder, a sky without a star, just a man who's forgotten where the exits are. They say I should be over the worst of the blow, but there's a part of my soul that won't let you go. It's a death desperate, quiet, terrifying truth. I still need you. I still need you. I went to the store and I bought the things you like. Habit is a killer that I can't seem to outrun. I'm still riding the gears of a broken down bike, trying to find some shade in a midnight sun. I see 1,000 ways I could have done it right, 1,000 words I should have used to make you stay. Now I'm just a ghost who's lost the will to fight with nothing but yesterday standing in my way. The logic says leave it, the reason says done, but my heart is a rebel that's already won. It's calling your name till my throat is afire, tied to the tracks of a hopeless desire. I still need you, like the desert needs the rain, like a broken body needs to lose the pain. I'm a ship without a rudder, the sky without a star, just a man who's forgotten where the exits are. They say I should be over the worst of the blow, but there's a part of my soul that won't let you go. It's a desperate, quiet, terrifying truth. I still need you. I still need you. It's an addiction, it's a hunger, it's a hole. It's the feeling of losing all of my control. I'm not asking for much, just a second of grace, just a moment of seeing your beautiful face. Still need you. I really do. I really do. I still need you. I gave you the best of the pieces I had, the parts that were honest, the parts that were glad. I opened my hands and I laid it all down, while you look for reasons to leave this old town. I polished my edges to fit in your palm. I tried to be sheltered, I tried to be calm, but the more that I offered, the more that you leaned toward a life where I wasn't even seen. I climbed every mountain you put in my way, just to hear something you never would say. I was a wildfire, flood, and a soul, but I couldn't fill up that empty room whole. I wasn't enough to make you wanna stay. I wasn't enough to keep the shadows at bay. I could have been everything, I could have been more, but I was just someone you walked through to the door. I poured out my heart till the well was run dry, and I'm left with the how and the where and the why. It's a bitter cold truth, and it's jagged and rough. For you I just wasn't enough. I see you with him, and I see how you shine with a light that you never reflected on mine. Is he a hero or just someone new? Or did he just find the you that you knew? I spent all my nights trying to figure the math of how to keep you from the exit sign path. But no matter the total, the sum was the same. I was the loser in a one-sided game. I doubled the effort, I halved on my pride, while you kept the distance and drifted with tide. I was an ocean, a sky, and a prayer, but you were already gone, you weren't there. I wasn't enough to make you wanna stay. I wasn't enough to keep the shadows at bay. I could have been everything, I could have been more, but I was just someone you walked through to the door. I poured out my heart till the well was run dry, and I'm left with the how and the where and the why. It's a bitter cold truth, and it's jagged and rough. For you I just wasn't enough. You didn't even try. I wasn't enough, not for the long haul, not for the middle, not for the fall. I'm picking up pieces of me from the dust, learning that enough was a word I shouldn't trust. Your love that hurt too deep. I thought I'd be over the worst of it now, that the fever would break with the dawn. But there's a weight on my chest that won't ever allow the feeling of you to be gone. I tried to distract every nerve in my body with working with wine and with noise, but I'm just a shell and I'm feeling so hollow, like a child who's outgrown all his toys. They say that the heart is a muscle that heals, that it toughens with every new scar, but nobody mentions how heavy it feels when you don't even know where you are. It was a love that hurt too deep to stay, a fire that burned the whole forest away. I'm standing in ashes and breathing in smoke, trying to fix what your memory broke. Some people get scratches that fade in a week, but I'm drowning in water that's bitter and bleak. I give anything for a moment of sleep from a love that hurt too deep, from a love that hurt too deep. I see you in faces of people I pass, in the way that the light hits the street. I'm walking on fragments of shattered out glass, with nothing but holes in my feet. You didn't just leave, you took part of the air. You took the me that I like the most. Now I'm just a stranger with nowhere to go, living a life with your ghost. I'm looking for exits, I'm looking for doors, but the floorboards are made of the past. I'm still fighting battles and losing the wars in a love that wasn't meant to last. It was a love that hurt too deep to stay, a fire that burned the whole forest away. I'm standing in ashes and breathing in smoke, trying to fix what your memory broke. Some people get scratches that of a love that hurt too deep. Yeah, it just hurt too deep. I see the world in seasons. I watch the leaves all turn. I see the way the forest grows back after the burn. They say that every canyon was once a jagged tear, and time eventually softens the weight that we must bear. But I'm the weird exception, the glitch inside the plan, the one who couldn't find the shore where better days began. I've walked 1,000 miles away from where we said goodbye, but I'm still bleeding underneath this clear and open sky. They promised me a scab would form, they promised me a scar, something I could touch to show how far away you are. But it's still raw and pulsing, it's still a deep shade of red, like a story that keeps living even though the hero's dead. It was a love that never healed, a wound that stayed wide, a constant aching presence that I've learned to keep inside. I've tried the cures and medicines, the silence and the noise, but I'm still just a victim of the us that you destroyed. The clock keeps ticking forward, but my heart is standing still, and I'm starting to believe that it never ever will. It's a broken kind of gravity that keeps me in the field of a love that never healed. I went to see a doctor for the tightness in my chest. He said, you're physically fine, you just need a little rest. But how do you take a nap when your mind is like a war and every dream is just a replay of you walking out the door? I'm a map of open gashes, I'm a landscape made of glass, waiting for a better version of myself to finally pass. But the mirror shows the same man with the same look in his eyes, still waiting for the medicine of a permanent goodbye. I'm a bridge that's stuck on fire, I'm a bell that's been cracked, I'm a traveler who's lost the trail and can't find the way back. Every how are you is a question I can't answer with a lie, because I'm still in the moment that you told me this is why. It was a love that never healed, a wound that stayed wide, a constant aching presence that I've learned to keep inside. I've tried the cures and medicines, the silence and the noise, but I'm still just a victim of the us that you destroyed. The clock keeps ticking forward, but my heart is standing still, and I'm starting to believe that it never ever will. It's a broken kind of gravity that keeps me in the field of a love that never healed. Maybe some things aren't meant to mend, maybe some things just stay broken till the very end. And I'll carry this open air, this cold and jagged space, until I finally forget the specific beauty of your face. never healed. Yeah, it never healed. Yeah, it never healed. I remember when your touch was a summer afternoon, and the air between us hummed a fever-heated tune. We used to stay up talking till the birds began to sing, finding holy meaning in a simple plastic ring. But the thermostat is dropping and the light is getting thin. I can see the frost is forming underneath your skin. We're still sleeping side by side, but there's a winner in the bed. And the I love yous feel like stones that were dropping in the dead. The embers didn't pop, they didn't even hiss. They just quietly retreated from a final frozen kiss. Now I'm shivering in a sweater in the middle of July, watching all the color drain out from your empty eye. It was a love that turned cold, a fire gone out, a slow motion drifting into shadows and doubt. We didn't have a war, we didn't have a fight. We just let the ice settle in the middle of the night. Now I'm breathing out white mist where your heart used to be, walking through a house that's lost all of its heat. It's the hardest kind of winter for a story to be told. A love that turned cold. A love that turned cold. I reach for your hand and it's like touching the stone. I've never felt more naked, I've never felt more alone. Your voice has got a hollow, distant, metallic kind of ring, like a bird that's forgotten how it's supposed to sing. We're just two statues standing in a garden made of sleep, afraid to say the words that make the ending feel complete. I try to blow on the coals, try to find a little spark, but it's just me and the shivering and the growing of the dark. There's no anger in the silence, just a clinical chill, the kind of quiet that you find when everything is still. We're a frozen over river, we're a mountain made of glass, waiting for the season of our lives to finally pass. It was a love that turned cold, a fire gone out, a slow motion drifting into shadows and doubt. We didn't have a war, we didn't have a fight. We just let the ice settle in the middle of the night. Now I'm breathing out white mist where your heart used to be, walking through a house that's lost all of its heat. It's the hardest kind of winter for a story to be told. A love that turned cold. Break the ice or let me go, just don't keep me in the freeze. I'm tired of the numbness and the trembling in my knees. I'd rather have the burning, I'd rather have the sting, and this absolute nothing that doesn't mean a thing. The sun is still up, but the room is still gray, and you're 1,000 miles of winter away. Just turn off the light, let the frost take the mold on a love that turned cold. A love that turned cold. I've counted every shadow on the ceiling, I've memorized the rhythm of the rain. I'm tired of the weight of of all this feeling, and the way my blood keeps humming with your name. I've walked 5 miles just to clear my head, but every street lamp looks like where we stood. I try to bury every word you said, but the ground is soft and the memory's good. The sun goes down, the world turns off the light, but for me the day's just beginning in the night. I'm a traveler with nowhere left to go, chasing a ghost that I used to know. My heart won't rest, it's a restless thing. It's still searching for the song you used to sing. It's pacing back and forth inside my chest, refusing to believe that you found someone best. I tell it to be still, I tell it we are through, but my heart won't rest, it's still looking for you. I close the curtains and I lock the door to keep the echoes from the hallway floor. But they're in the water and they're in the air. I find a piece of you just about everywhere. I try to sleep, but the silence is too loud. It's like I'm standing in a shouting crowd of every I love you and every not yet. Then my stubborn mind just won't let me forget. I'm a compass spinning in a magnetic field to a love that was broken but never was sealed. I'm wide awake in a dream that has died with a hurricane building up deep down inside. My heart won't rest, it's a restless thing. It's still searching for the song you used to sing. It's pacing back and forth inside my chest, refusing to believe that you found someone best. I tell it to be still, I tell it we are through, but my heart won't rest, it's still looking for you. Even the stars get to fade into gray, even the ocean finds peace in the bay. But I'm the fire that won't ever go out, living a life of beautiful doubt. Lay down, be quiet, let the morning come, but it's still beating like a frantic drum. 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5, just a heart that's too much alive. No, it won't rest, it won't let me rest. I check the calendar like I always do, thinking the dates would eventually move, that the you in my head would finally turn blue, and the record would jump out of the groove. But the Tuesday sun is the same spot on the floor where I watch you gather your things by the door. I've had 100 mornings to find a new way, but I'm waking up to the same shade of gray. They say that eventually there's a comfort and a friend, that the jagged little pieces will start to mend. But the clock is a liar, the time is a thief, and I'm still on page one of this volume of grief. I'm still broken today, just like I was then, counting the seconds since I don't know when. The world is out moving, the world is in flight, but I'm still back there in the heat of the fight. It's not getting better, it's not getting old. It's a story that stays just as sharp and as cold. I've tried to be fine and I've tried to be okay, but I'm still broken today. I went to the store and I bought some new glass to replace the ones that we broke in the past. I'm trying to act like the minutes can't pass without feeling the weight of the shadow you cast. But the coffee tastes bitter, the air feels too thin, and I can't find the place where I'm supposed to begin. I'm a map of a city that's already burned, and I'm failing the lesson I'm supposed to have learned. Every hanging there feels like a slap in the face when I'm still stuck in time in this empty room space. I'm a ghost of a man in the ghost of a suit, with a heart that's still bearing this bitter black fruit. I'm still broken today, just like I was then, counting the seconds since I don't know when. The world is out moving, the world is in flight, but I'm still back there in the heat of the fight. It's not getting better, it's not getting old. It's a story that stays just as sharp and as cold. I've tried to be fine and I've tried to be okay, but I'm still broken today. Is there a deadline for feeling this low? A point where the memory is forced to let go? Because I'm still as shattered as the night that you left, living a life of a soul that's bereft. Tomorrow is coming, or so they all say, but I'm still right here in the wreckage of yesterday. Not healing, not stronger, just trapped in the fray. Yeah, I'm still broken today. I'm still broken today. Still broken today. The apartment is a chamber made of hollowed out air. Since you left your ring and your silence on the chair, I close the windows, but the draft still finds a way to whisper every word that you didn't want to say. I walk into the kitchen just to hear the floorboards groan, because I'm terrified of sitting here and feeling so alone. I thought the sound of you leaving would be a sudden heavy crash, but it's a long low vibration turning everything to ash. It's the ghost of a frequency ringing in my ears, the soundtrack to the wasted months and all the stolen years. I try to drown it out with the static on the screen, but I'm still living in the space where you and I have been. It's the echo of goodbye, bouncing off the walls, following my shadow through the empty, quiet halls. It's a name I can't stop calling, it's a door I can't quite close. It's the sound of every always that we traded for. Who knows? The world has gone to sleep, but the noise is getting loud, like a thunderstorm that's hiding in a single lonely cloud. I'm reaching for the quiet, but it's just another lie in the never-ending echo of goodbye. down to the harbor just to hear the engines roar, to find a different rhythm than the one behind my door. But the waves hitting the pilot sound like you walking away, and the wind through the rigging has your "it's better this way." I'm a prisoner of resonance, a victim of the sound of a love that's been buried but refuses to stay down. You're 100 miles from here, or maybe even more, but I still hear the lock turning on the bedroom door. It's the memory of a heartbeat, it's the ghost of a sigh, it's the maybe in another life that never seems to die. I'm a tuning fork that's vibrating to a broken, jagged key, and the sound of your departure is all that's left of me. It's the echo of goodbye, bouncing off the walls, following my shadow through the empty, quiet halls. It's a name I can't stop calling, it's a door I can't quite close. It's the sound of every always that we traded for who knows. The world has gone to sleep, but the noise is getting loud, like a thunderstorm that's hiding in a single lonely cloud. I'm reaching for the quiet, but it's just another lie in the never-ending echo of goodbyes. They're a frequency that can cancel out the pain, a melody to wash away the rhythm of the rain. Or am I just a canyon that was built to hold the sound of the moment that my world came crashing to the ground? Echo of goodbye. I watched you take the records and the vintage coat, I watched you fold the blankets and the final note. You cleared the shelves of everything we ever bought, but there's a deeper theft that I had never thought. I thought I kept a corner of my spirit safe, a little sanctuary, a quiet hidden place. But as you turned the handle and you stepped outside, I felt the very fabric of my being divide. I'm standing in a house that's finally bare, but it isn't just the furniture that isn't there. I'm reaching for the person that I used to be, but you're holding on to the last piece of me. You took the I love you and the don't let go. You took every secret that I'll ever know. You took the laughter and the spark in my eye, and left me with nothing but a hollow goodbye. I've got my name and I've got my breath, but the rest of it's dying, slow motion death. I'm just a shadow of who I'm supposed to be, because you walked away with the last piece of me. I try to build a future out of what is left, but it's hard to find the rhythm in a total theft. I look at other people and I wonder how they move through the world with a here and a now. To me the world is muted and the colors are thin, like a book with the ending tucked under your skin. You didn't just break me or leave me behind, you took the only version of me I could find. I'm a puzzle with a pushing the debris, but you're still holding the last piece of me. You took the I love you and the don't let go. You took every secret that I'll ever know. You took the laughter and the spark in my eye, and left me with nothing but a hollow goodbye. I've got my name and I've got my breath, but the rest of it's dying, slow motion death. I'm just a shadow of who I'm supposed to be, because you walked away with the last piece of me. Give it back to the wind, give it back to the rain. I'd rather have nothing than this phantom and pain. If you're never coming back, then just let it fall, 'cause having just a part is the hardest of all. You took it all. You took it all. I thought the dust would settle once you walked away, that the air would clear and the ghosts would leave the room. But there's a heavy kind of winter that decided to stay, and the silence that's been weaving on a loom. I see the space you occupy beside the kitchen sink. I hear your laughter in the static of the rain. Every time I close my eyes, I'm standing on the brink of the memory of a love that's now a chain. They say that time is a river that carries the grief, but I'm stuck in the shallows looking for relief. I'm a map of the places where we used to be. Now I'm just a prisoner of what you took from me. It's the pain you left behind, it's the ghost in the hall, it's the shadow that catches me whenever I fall. It's the I love you echoes that won't let me sleep, and the promises made that you didn't quite keep. I'm trying to move, but I'm anchored to the floor by the sound of your footsteps walking out that door. Every light in the city is making me blind to anything but the pain you left behind. But the pain you left behind. I try to scrub the sand of you from every single thread, but it's buried in the floorboards and the beams. I'm living in the wreckage of the things we never said, in the terrifying color of my dreams. I saw your car, one like it turning down the street, and for a second I forgot that we were through. But then the cold reality hit me like the sleet, and I realized I was bleeding over you. I've got a suitcase of stories that I'll never send, 1,000 I misuse waiting at the end of a house with no roof in a hurricane wind. your footsteps walking out that door. Every light in the city is making me blind to anything but the pain you left behind. Is it easier for you? Did you leave it all here? Did you drop all the heartache and the doubt and the fear? Because I'm carrying double, I'm carrying it all, watching my world get increasingly small. The pain you left behind. The pain you left behind. I used to move through the world in black and white, content with the shadows in the dim lit night. I had a routine, a rhythm and a plan. I was a solid and self-contained man. And you stepped into the frame like a sunburst flare, and suddenly there was gold in the morning air. You shifted the axis, you tilted the floor, and I wasn't who I was just a moment before. You didn't just walk and you tore down the walls. You left your echoes in my empty halls. I didn't know I was waiting till I saw your face. Now I'm a stranger in my own home space. You changed everything. The way I see the sky, the way I breathe, and the way I wonder why. You rewrote the map and you renamed the stars. You left your fingerprints on my hidden scars. Now there's a before and a permanent after, in a hollow silence where there used to be laughter. I can't go back to the way it used to be, because you changed everything, especially me. Now the coffee tastes different, the music sounds strange, like every vibration went through a change. I look at the things that I used to hold dear, and they feel like relics from a ghost-ridden year. You showed me a color I'd never seen before, then you took it away as you walked out the door. Now I'm seeing the world through a fractured lens, where every beginning is where the grief ends. I'm a house that's been shaken by a holy storm, trying to remember how it felt to be warm. Love me, you broke every seal and taught me exactly how much I could feel. You changed everything, everything. The way I see the sky, the way I breathe, and the way I wonder why. You rewrote the map and you renamed the stars. You left your on my hidden scars. Now there's a before especially me. Sometimes I hate you for opening my eyes, for stripping away all my comfortable lies. I was fine in the dark, I was safe in the cold, but now I'm a story that's been overtold. Every single thing that I say and I do. Yeah, you changed everything. You changed it all. You left me empty. You took it from me. I look in the mirror and see a stranger's face, just a hollowed out shell in a quiet place. You took the color and you took the light, and left me alone with the ghosts of the night. I reach for a feeling, I reach for a spark, but I'm just a room that's been left in the dark. You packed up your laughter and your suitcases too, but you took the part of me that belonged to you. The cupboards are bare and the hallways are cold, like a story that ended before it was told. I'm walking on floors that don't echo no more, just a shadow of who I was once before. You left me empty, you drained every drop. You started a heart and then made it all stop. I'm a page with no ink, I'm a sky with no blue, just a wide open space where I used to have you. There's nothing but echoes inside of my chest, a hollow point ache that won't give me no rest. I gave you my all, every dream, every plea, and you left me empty. You took it from me. You took it from me. I try to remember the sound of my name before it was tied to this crushing down shame. I'm a vessel that's broken, a cup with a crack, waiting for something that ain't coming back. I see you out living, I see you move on, while I'm still right here where the oxygen's gone. You didn't just leave a hole in my life, you cut out the center with the cold steady knife. Now the silence is heavy, the silence is deep. It's the only companion I'm allowed to keep. I'm a house with no windows, a bird with no wing. I'm just the ghost of a beautiful thing. You left me empty, you drained every drop. You started a heart and then made it all stop. I'm a page with no ink, I'm a sky with no blue, just a wide open space where I used to have you. There's nothing but echoes inside of my chest, a hollow point ache that won't give me no rest. I gave you my all, every dream, every plea. You left me empty. You took it from me. They say that nothing is a weight you can't say, just a cold white winter at the end of the day. I'm a hollow man in a hollow room, waiting for the nothing to consume. Yeah, you left me empty, so empty, so empty. I'm standing in the center of the life we used to lead, but the roof is wide open and the garden's gone to seed. You didn't just walk out, you pulled the pillars down and left a pile of gravel where there used to be a town. I try to find a corner that hasn't been displaced, but there's a jagged edge on every memory we traced. You were the architect of everything I knew. Now I'm just digging through the dirt to find a piece of you. The walls didn't crumble, they were blown apart by the cold, steady rhythm of your changing heart. I'm a map of a city that no longer exists, just a ghost in the smoke in the morning mist. You left me in ruins, you left me in dust, in the wreckage of a promise and a shattered out trust. I'm picking up the fragments of a world that went wrong, trying to remember how to hum an old song. You didn't leave a bridge, you didn't leave a light, you just left me in the rubble in the middle of the night. Now I'm just a monument to everything we lost, counting up the damage and the god-awful cost. Yeah, you left me in ruins. Every I love you is a brick on the ground in a neighborhood where there's no one else around. I see the vacant spaces where the laughter used to be, and the hollowed out windows staring back at me. I thought we were a fortress, I thought we were a stone, but I'm just a survivor sitting here alone. You took the blueprints and you took the steady hand and left me to the mercy of the shifting of the sand. I'm looking for a doorway, I'm looking for a floor, but I can't find the rhythm of our lives anymore. I'm a skeletal remains of a beautiful dream, coming apart at every single seam. You left me in ruins, you left me in dust, in the wreckage of a promise and a shattered out trust. I'm picking up the fragments of a world that went wrong, trying to remember how to hum an old song. You didn't leave a bridge, you didn't leave a light, you just left me in the rubble in the middle of the night. Now I'm just a monument to everything we lost, counting up the damage and the god-awful cost. never look back. I stood there on the driveway like a statue made of stone, watching your taillights fade until I was all alone. I kept waiting for the brake lights, for a flicker or a sign that you were second guessing, leaving everything behind. I had 100 different speeches and 1,000 pleas to say, but they all just turned to ashes as the distance pulled away. You drove steady, you drove certain, like you'd done this all before, while I was falling into pieces by the handle of the door. I would've chased you down the highway if I thought you'd see me run. I would've fought the very setting of the dying of the sun. But there was something in the way you kept your hands upon the wheel that told me you were finished with the way I made you feel. You never looked back, not even for a second, to the life that we built, or the love that we beckoned. You just stared at the horizon like I was never there, like our years were just a vapor in the cold morning air. I was searching the mirror for a glimpse of your eyes, for a moment of doubt or a ghost of surprise, but the road just got longer and the sky turned to black. And you know you never look back. I went back inside the kitchen where your coffee was still warm. The quiet was a hammer in the middle of the storm. I looked out through the window at the tracks you left in dust, trying to find a reason to reclaim a little trust. But the vacancy you left was so clinical and clean, like you'd spent a lifetime prepping for this final exit scene. I was hoping for a stumble, for a tremor in your hand, but you just crossed the border to another kind of land. I practiced how to lose you, but I didn't think it'd be like watching someone finally find the key and set them free. I was the way you had to carry, I was the day you had to pay, and you didn't miss a heartbeat as you threw it all away. You'll never look back, not even for a second, to the life that we built, or the love that we beckoned. You just stared at the horizon like I was never there, like our years were just a vapor in the cold morning air. I was searching the mirror for a glimpse of your eyes, for a moment of doubt or a ghost of surprise, but the road just got longer and the sky turned black. And you know you never look back. Is it easier that way, to just cut and to run, to never check the wreckage of the damage you have done? I'm still standing in the rearview, I'm still waiting in the lane, but you're already 100 miles away from all this pain. Cracked, and you never look back. No, you never look back. Mm-hmm. glass is just cold. There's a story in there that's already been told. I used to have colors, I used to have fire. I was a heartbeat, a hope, and a high wire. But you didn't just leave with your shoes and your keys. You didn't just bring me down here to my knees. You reached for the center, the deep hidden part, and you pulled out the pilot light inside my heart. Now I'm just a rhythm without any song, a shadow that's wandering where it doesn't belong. I'm a vessel of glass that's been emptied and drained, just a memory of someone who once was unstained. You took my soul when you walked out the door. I don't even know who I am anymore. You didn't just break me, you swept up the light and left me a ghost in the middle of night. I'm a hollowed out house where the wind likes to blow, with no more I love you and nowhere to go. I'm skin and I'm bone, but the center is whole, because you didn't leave it. You took my soul. I try to find passion, I try to find rage, but I'm just a bird in a doorless old cage. There's no indignation and there's no regret, just a wide open nothing I haven't filled yet. You were the spark and the spirit and breath, and losing you feels like a quiet kind of death. Not the kind where you sleep, but the kind where you stay, watching the world turn from silver to gray. I'm a map with no ink, I'm a bell with no ring. I'm just the remains of a beautiful thing. You didn't just hurt me, you took the entire and left me here shivering next to the fire. You took my soul when you walked out the door. I don't even know who I am anymore. You didn't just break me, you swept up the light and left me a ghost in the middle of night. I'm a hollowed out house where the wind likes to blow, with no more I love you and nowhere to go. I'm skin and I'm bone, but the center is whole, because you didn't leave it. You took my soul. They say that the spirit is something you keep, that is buried inside where the secrets are deep. But mine's in your pocket or left on your shelf. I'm just the remains of a fool myself. For the toll, you took my soul. Yeah, you took my soul. You took my soul. I used to tell the story like a tragedy of fate, like we were star-crossed lovers who were just a little late. I painted you in colors that you never really wore, to hide the fact that I was dying while you watched the door. But now the smoke is cleared and I can finally see the room, without the haze or maybe in the scent of your perfume. It wasn't destiny that brought me to my bended knees. It was just a hollow hunger and a desperate need to please. I ignored the red flags waving like a banner in the wind. I called it passion every time we started to rescind. I traded in my logic for a seat beside the flame, and I got no one else but me to give the final blame. You were my mistake, the one I make 1,000 times, the beautiful disaster and the rhythm in my crimes. I called you my forever, I called you my soul, but you were just a shortcut that made me lose control. It wasn't love that kept me there, it was just a stubborn pride, trying to fix a person who was empty deep inside. I'm cleaning up the wreckage and I'm owning the heartache, because you were my lesson, you were my mistake. You were my mistake. I look at all the letters that I wrote but never sent, filled with all the sorries for the time that we must spend. I was apologizing for the air I had to breathe, while you were busy looking for a reason you should leave. It's funny how a memory can shift its point of view when you realize the victim was the one who worshipped you. You were a habit I developed, a fever in the night, a way to keep from seeing that I wasn't doing right. I took the poison gladly and I asked you for some more. I let you keep the keys while I was sleeping on the floor. I was a fool for thinking I could turn the dark to light, when you were only happy when the world was out of sight. You were my mistake, the one I make 1,000 times, the beautiful disaster and the rhythm in my crimes. I called you my forever, I called you my soul, but you were just a shortcut that made me lose control. It wasn't love that kept me there, it was just a stubborn pride, trying to fix a person who was empty deep inside. I'm cleaning up the wreckage and I'm owning the heartache, because you were my lesson, you were my mistake. It hurts a different way to know it wasn't meant to be, that there was never any us, there was only you and me, fighting for a ghost that we both knew was never there, building up a castle out of nothing but the air. Not a blessing in disguise, not a plan from up above, just a catastrophic version of what I thought was love. I'm closing up the chapter, I'm stepping off the lake. Yeah, you were my mistake, my biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. I woke up and reached for the space on your side, but the sheets were as cold as the moon. I've got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide from the silence that fills up the room. I went to the kitchen to put on the tea, and I started to ask you a thought, but the air just stared blankly right back at me, and the words in my throat hit a knot. They say that you're gone, and I know that it's true, but the house is still breathing the spirit of you. Every corner I turn is a trap I have set between wanting to find you and trying to forget. Your absence hurts like a physical weight, like a fever that won't let me go. It's the hollow I feel in the middle of May, in the cold and the heart of the snow. It's the sound of quiet kind of curse. But God, your absence hurts. There's a ghost in the hallway, a ghost in the chair, and a scent on your old denim jacket. I try to pretend that you're simply not there, but the quiet makes such a loud racket. I saw a movie you would have found funny, and I turned to the right to see why. But there's only the dust motes dancing in sunlight, and the taste of a long overdue sigh. The calendar's moving, the clock's on the wall, but I'm still just waiting for your boots in the hall. I'm a map with no city, a bird with no sky, just a person who's forgot the reason for why. Your absence hurts like a physical weight, like a fever that won't let me go. It's the hollow I feel in the middle of May, and the cold in the heart of the snow. It's the sound of a name that nobody will call. It's the shadow that stretches across every wall. I'm learning that leaving is a quiet kind of curse. But God, your absence hurts. It's not just the missing, it's the empty space where your laughter used to belong. It's the way that the world is a different place, and the feeling that everything's wrong. Toothbrush still sitting there. It's the way I still look for your car. It's realizing you're nowhere, no matter how near or how far. Yeah, it hurts. Your absence, it just hurts. Mm-hmm.